let me ask you, do you want to have free access to your real FICO score? I'm talking about your real FICO score that 90% of the banks use. Well, my FICO announced that they will give you your real FICO 8 score. Your real FICO 8 score, which will be coming from Equifax. They'll give you your real FICO 8 score coming from Equifax. Now, and I'll tell you which banks that would actually use that score. Now, here's the thing about it. When people sign up for like Equifax.com, they think that they're getting their FICO score, but you're actually getting a Vantage 3 score. That's right. If you go to Equifax.com and you sign up, they're going to give you a Vantage 3 scoring system, not your FICO 8 scoring system, which the banks usually pull. You're on a FICO, your FICO 8 score. Let me explain this to you. So with your FICO 8 score, all right, 90% of the banks, they go to MyFICO to pull your scores. They won't go to Experian. They won't go to Equifax. They won't go to TransUnion. TransUnion will give you a Vantage 3 score as well. Experian will give you a FICO 8 score. Okay, so Experian will give you a FICO 8 score on Experian. But when you're looking at those other scores with Experian, when you sign up for Experian.com, like I said, they're more likely giving you not your FICO 8 score on your Equifax and your TransUnion. They're giving you a Vantage score. All right, so that's the reason I always tell my clients when they schedule a one-on-one consultation to go to MyFICO and get your real credit score. Now, you can click the link in the description to do that. But one of the things that I actually want to tell you guys, let's talk about who actually pulls your Equifax FICO 8 score. All right, so with the major banks, who pulls your FICO 8 score? You have BB&T, they pull your FICO 8 score. You have Huntington Bank, which pulls your FICO 8 score. Then you have HSBC that pulls your FICO 8 score. All right. Now Citibank will pull your FICO 8 score on Equifax as well. Sometimes they may switch it up, but a lot of times they will also pull your FICO 8 score on Equifax. Now, let's talk about the credit unions and why this is a big deal, especially with dealing with the credit unions. So I made a video about Penn State Employees Credit Union. Now with Penn State Employees Credit Union, you can do one hard pull and you can get 4 accounts out of that one hard pull, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing about it. Penn State Employees Credit Union, what happens is they'll pull your FICO 2 mortgage score instead of your FICO 8. All right, so that's the reason that, like with MyFICO, it will tell you which scoring system, because they give you not only your FICO 8 bank card score, but they give you your FICO 9, they give you your mortgage scores, which is your 2, 5, 3, okay, and which the credit unions pull. Some banks do pull your mortgage scores to give you a credit card. So I'm giving you a backdoor hack in order to know what's going on. Like I said, with Penn State Employees Credit Union, they get pulling your FICO 2 mortgage score. All right. Now, State Employees Credit Union, they will pull your Equifax FICO 5. All right. Now, Langley. And the reason I'm talking about these credit unions is because with that hard pull, you can apply for multiple credit cards within a 30-day time span. Okay, so if you apply for one personal credit card, you can apply for another personal credit card or go for a line of credit. All right, so that's the reason I'm talking about this. You have Langley. Langley pulls your FICO 5. Okay, sometimes they may look at your FICO 8, but usually it's a FICO 5. Now Penn Fed, this is a different situation because they would use your FICO 9. They will use your FICO 9. Now, why is this important to know these different credit unions and what they're pulling from? Okay, so with your FICO 9 Equifax, all right, with FICO 9, you can add rent payments, okay? You can add utility payments. You can add subscription to your credit file to boost up your credit score, all right, when you're using Equifax FICO 9. So PenFed is definitely one of those ones, and you can use the same hard pull in a 30-day to apply for another credit card with PenFed as well. All right, so you're using one hard pull to get multiple cards from these type of credit unions. So that's why this is important. Now, in reference to my FICO, you can upgrade, which is $29.95. Again, all transparency, but it's worth the investment because, again, you're getting access not only to your FICO 8 credit scores, which will cover your Experian, Equifax and TransUnion, but you're going to get your FICO 9 credit scores, which covers your FICO 9, which is your Navy Federal Credit Union. That's right, Navy Federal Credit Union uses your FICO 9, TransUnion for credit cards, okay? And on the business side, they use your Experian FICO 9, all right? Unfortunately, PenFed does not offer business credit cards, all right? You have your FICO 10T Trendy. Now, with some of the banks, that's the purpose of the FICO 10T Trendy, all right? And there's a Vantage 4. Your Vantage 4 and your FICO 10T Trendy is what your mortgages will use, like your FHA mortgages. They will use those two scoring systems. Most people are not even aware there's a Vantage 4 scoring system out there. They just hear about the Vantage 3, but there's actually a Vantage 4 scoring system in the market as well. But again, that's for FHA mortgages that use that, as well as you may have a bank or two that may look at your trending data with your business so that you can so they can determine the trending data with your personal credit to determine if they want to work with you, like to see if in the past 2 years the trending data, the FICO 10 trending data, so you can understand that information is over the past 2 years. What's been going on with your credit file over the past 2 years? That's the reason when you usually pull your credit report, it usually shows only 2 years of credit history, even though your credit profile, your credit profile may be older than that. But they usually only show 2 years of history, okay? Now, let's talk about some other places where you can actually get your real FICO score. Now, you have Experian Boost. When you sign up for Experian Boost, they will give you your FICO 8 for Experian. And with Experian Boost, now you can add rent payments to help increase your credit score. All right, so if you want your FICO 8 Experian Boost will do that for you. Discover will give you your TransUnion FICO 8 scores, okay? So Discover gives you your TransUnion FICO 8. Again, Citibank depends on the card. They give you a FICO 8 score, but again, a lot of times with Citibank, they may pull your FICO 8 Equifax when they're issuing you out a card. Now with Barclays, they pull only TransUnion, and because they only pull TransUnion, they're going to give you a FICO 8 credit score. Then you have Bank of America. They will give you your TransUnion FICO 8, and then on the business side for business credit cards, they will pull your Experian FICO 8. All right. Now here's the interesting thing about it. We know that American Express, Chase, and Capital One, they give you a Vantage score, but they actually end up pulling your FICO score. So you still would need to know your FICO scores in order, I would say, in order for you to apply for credit cards with them. I would actually pull my FICO and get all of my scores before I do anything else. But you can now get your free credit score from my FICO, which would be your Equifax FICO 8 score. Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.